Hey darling, I hope you're having a great day crocheting today. Did you ever think that you could start crocheting without first doing your foundation chain? Well, I'm here to tell you that you absolutely can. When I first started making wearables, I made this gorgeous beanie, only to find out it barely squeezed over my head. I realized that the brim of the hat is where my chain stitches were. The tight, rigid starting chains completely ruined all my hard work. So we're here today to stop letting that hold you back in your projects. And I'm going to teach you a new way. I'm going to show you how to swap your starting chain for a more stretchy, chainless foundation. As you can see here in my samples, this one has the chain. The stitch marker here indicates where the bottom starting row is. So you can see the chain stitch, and then on my other single crochets there. This one has the chainless foundation and the single crochet, so I'm doing the chain and the single crochet at the same time, and then back with another row of single crochet. And then this one has the chainless foundation and a double crochet. As you can see, the one with the chain has a rigid edge. You can see the difference in the stretchiness of the one with the chainless foundation. We call it chainless foundation, but the chain is in there. It just, for some reason, doing it this way makes it a lot more stretchy. This game-changing technique creates your foundation chain and your first row of crochet stitches at the exact same time. It gives you a perfectly stretchy, clean edge every single time. You can see the edge. This is the chain edge. This is the chainless edge. This can be done with any stitch, be it single crochet, double crochet, you can do a half double crochet, or even a treble crochet. So for today's tutorial, I'm using a standard medium worsted weight yarn and hook size I, which is 5.25 millimeters, and I'm using standard US crochet terms. So grab your hook and your pretty yarn and let's get started. These instructions will be for our single crochet chainless foundation. To begin, we're going to start with our slip knot. Make sure not to pull that too tight. Keep your tension loose and comfortable. Next, we're going to chain 2. This counts as our very first single crochet stitch structure. Now look at the chains here that we made, and the one furthest from your hook is where you're going to insert your hook, right into that chain. Now make sure you have 2 strands on top of your hook. You see them there. And catch both loops to ensure that your bottom edge stays strong and won't sag. So now we're going to yarn over and pull up a loop. Now you have 2 loops on your hook. Now here's a little pro tip. Pull this loop up just a little bit higher than usual to keep that bottom flexible. Now here's the magic step. Yarn over and pull through that first loop only on your hook. Now that is going to be your new chain. You're creating a new chain portion of your foundation. So you still have 2 loops left on your hook. So to finish this stitch, you're going to yarn over and pull through both loops. Now you just made your first 2 foundation single crochets. For our next stitch, we're going to go into the bottom where that chain we made, the V-stitch right there, that part we created. We'll pull through 1 loop, pull it up a little bit, and then we're going to pull through to make a chain or new chain, and I like to put my thumb there where I made the chain so I know where the next stitch is going to be. So now we're going to finish out that single crochet and yarn over and pull through both loops. All right, let's do that again. I'm going to go into that chain, yarn over, pull it up. We're going to make our new chain, and now we're going to finish out our stitch, yarn over and pull through and complete the single crochet there. One more time. I'm going to go in, I have my thumb there where that chain, that new chain was. Pull up a loop. I'm going to make a new chain, put my thumb there. Now we're going to finish out that stitch. See how fast this builds once you get into a rhythm? Now let's take a look at this. Here's the top. You can see it's got the V's as usual. Now if your work is starting to curve like a rainbow, that means your tension's too tight. So you need to loosen up that new chain. When you do that chain, just relax your hand and kind of lift it, loop up a little bit higher. And then the bottom, you can see your V's there. Now, if you want to count your stitches, you can look at the top and see the V's. 1, 2, 3, 4. On the bottom, you can kind of see them too. 1, 2, 3, 4. This technique gives your project a very neat symmetrical finish. Now, the only difference from the single crochet foundation and a double crochet foundation is at the beginning you're going to yarn over, go into your bottom chain of that stitch, pull through to make your new chain, pull through 1, that's your new chain, then you're going to finish your double crochet just like usual. Pull through 2 and then pull through 2 again. All right, let me show you a really cool insider thing tip. I've chained here and went back and single crocheted, gone back across with my single crochet row, and then I realized, oh my gosh, I only have 12 stitches here and I need 15. Do I have to rip all this out? No. I'm here to tell you, no, you don't have to rip it. You can add chains and single crochet to your row at the same time with this technique that I just showed you. All you need to do, let me get this stitch marker off here. That was just holding where my thing goes. All you need to do is go into that bottom chain of the current stitch you're at, yarn over and pull up. Now we're going to make a new chain stitch. So we're going to pull through. That made our new chain. Now we're going to finish. I have single crochets here. I'm going to finish that stitch, single crochet. So let's do that 2 more times. So we're going to go into that new chain we just made, make a new chain, finish out, and then 1 more, make a new chain, and finish the row just like normal. When you reach the number of stitches your pattern requires and you want to start your next row, all you need to do is chain 1 like usual, turn your work, and start your stitches going back the other way. And you can do your 15 all the way across like normal. This is truly a total lifesaver for anything you want a less rigid edge, especially hats or anything wearable. And I like to use it on smaller blankets and stuff like that, that you can tell there's a rigid edge. That way it looks symmetrical throughout the whole thing. And there you go. You're on your way to improving the start of your next project. You've got this. Keep going. Practice makes progress. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment letting me know what project you're going to make with this technique. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss more great crochet tips. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and happy crocheting!